Hey, it's Andrea. Today we're going through 45 minutes of full body work. We're using a set of ankle weights. I've got my 1.5 pound Speir ankle weights on, and we're also using a set of dumbbells. So I've got 3 pounds. You could work anywhere from 1 pound to 5 pound with your weight, but I wouldn't go much heavier than that since it'll be endurance based. We don't want to go into your neck. We just want to get that length and that carve out. So to begin, let's put on the ankle weights and we'll keep them on the entire workout. Step your feet out nice and wide and let's start to warm up together. Little soft bend in your knees. Reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling and just go for a nice big stretch. Soften your knees, dive your arms down, reach for the floor, straighten your legs and bend. And if you can't reach the floor, that's okay, right? I just want you to hang forward as you do these bends and straightens with your legs. So we're stretching out the hamstrings, the back of the legs. We're stretching out your back, your spine, and resetting your circulation. On your next one, bring yourself all the way up, reach for the ceiling, and then bring your hands around in front of your face. Soft knees again. Open your arms out, bring them in. Open and close. So it's like we're opening a newspaper here. Activating the lats. So crack a walnut between your shoulder blades. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Now you could stick with this or add a reach. Up and pull. Reach and pull. So again, just warming everything up. You could work at your own pace. You could go faster or slower than me. Bringing that circulation, that work from your fingertips all the way down through to your toes. 10 more seconds of this. And if you feel like you're burning, that's right. We're working the muscles already with some isometric arm work. After your next one, bring it all the way down and roll it out, shake it out. Lower down into a deep squat. Hold it there. Now we shift to one side. Shift it over. Stay low, come back in, and stand up. Squat it down, shift the other direction, bend in, stand up, and start to flow down, shift in, up. Down, shift in, and up. So focusing on warming up the lower body. You might be feeling this stretch out in the hip flexors, inner thighs, adductors. And that's great, right? Because we're gonna do a lot of work rotating, getting all that strength around the lower part of the body, especially the outer hip and glute today. Okay, let's knock out 10 seconds. Arms could do whatever you want. I like to kind of swing them as I stand up. It helps me with my endurance. Okay, give me one more each direction. When you're even, just come back to center and meet me there. Okay, we're rotating slightly to an angle. Both feet face forward, right? Soft bend into the knees. Abs are in, hands out in front. Lower down, stand up. Down, stand up. So as I stand up, I like to lower my arms to help keep me balanced. You could do whatever you want with those arms though. Just find a pace and keep it consistent. 10 seconds of this. We're stretching out the foot back there, the arch, working into the front glute. On your next one, bring it down, little pulses, down and down and down. Now, I always say you want 60% of the weight in that front foot, 40% in the back. So you're slightly working into that front heel. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Stand it up. Now take both feet, slightly turn them out, externally rotate them. Soften the legs, shift slightly forward to find your balance on that front leg. Hands in front, lift the bottom or the back leg up. Ooh, there it is, find your balance. Now little kick, extend it back in, stamp, stamp. So again, this is balance. You saw me just lose my balance on this. Pull your abs in. Think about wrapping the thigh, squeezing and kicking it back and back. 10 seconds. Woo. 5 seconds. Bring it down. Shake it out. So we do those destabilizing moves because they build strength, and the stabilizers like the ankles, super important. Rotate to the other side. Shift slightly forward. We're starting squats. Both feet are down. You squat down. You stand up. Bring it down. Bring it up. I want you to think about leaning back slightly so the knee doesn't go too far forward over the heel. Ideally, it's right on top. But you just focus on this movement, keeping it in the glute, in the backside. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Bring it down low. Now pulses down and down. Remember, 60% in the front, 40% in the back. Lower and lower and lower. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. And then stand it all the way up. Okay, let's destabilize now. Turn the feet out slightly. The weight's in that front leg. Shift forward slightly. Flex, lift up the back leg. Hands are out in front of you. Now, little kick back and back and back. Little stamps. Push and push. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. After your next one, bring it down. There's usually one side that's a little bit more stable. Kind of brings our confidence back, right? Grab your weights. Okay, we warmed it up. Let's get to work. So step your feet out nice and wide. Palms are out in front of you. Shoulders pull back. Soften those knees and hammer curl. Up, down, up, down. Now a hammer curl means your fingers are facing in toward each other. Shoulders are pulling back and down. Just flow through this. Keep it going. Now, something I see a lot in person or at the studio is straight legs. Keep going. I'm going to show you what that's doing to your body, right? So we're holding on with our back. Soften your knees, open your chest, and punch those abs in. So now we can just focus on those arms, sculpting out, staying strong. You could stick with this if this is feeling really good for your body, or add a W, side and front. Side and front, just keep it going. And if you see my heel kind of bouncing, that's like the dancer in me, just kind of finding the beat and the rhythm. It's hard not to do it and kind of don't want to stop doing it. Makes it a party. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Now hold it wide in a W. Shoulders pull back. Think about squeezing that walnut between your shoulder blades. Keep it together. Extend out, pull in. Extend out, pull in. So it's just a nice, controlled pace out and in. As I reach out, I'm still thinking about cracking that walnut between my shoulder blades to keep the lats and the traps connected. Now bring it in halfway and little squeezes in, in. Match my pace on these. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it in now, little pulse out and out and out. So never bringing those elbows in to touch your rib cage. Press and press. You're never going all the way straight either. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Bring your elbows in. Now bring your hands in to touch. Open, little pulse up, down. It's in, out, up, down. In, open, up, down. In, out. Now let's make it more fluid. Go in and up. In and up. It's just this little sweeping movement. The reason I'm doing this with your elbows into your rib cage is because that's going to keep that connection of your shoulders down your back. So you imagine you're still lying on your mat and keep that connection. Make it to Learn that muscle memory, which is so important for everyday life, right? Which is why we're here. We're getting strong for our lives. 10 seconds. Feeling that burn. 5 seconds. Bring it down. Roll it out. So now we go back to what we did in the beginning without weights. Bring your dukes up in front of your face. Open out like you're opening a newspaper. Reach up. Now as you come back in, flip your palms to face you. Reach it up, in, up, in. So we go for this Arnold here. Give me a pretty good pace. Try to match my pace if you can. And notice my knees are still bent. This is functional movement versus going for a really pretty DVD moment. Abs in, punch, pull. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Bring everything down. Roll it out. Fix your bra. Palms face down. Soften the knees again. Give it a little bounce. Try to get out of the toes. Shoulders are back. We go straight up, down, side, down, up, and side. Now, as we're doing this, again, this is endurance. It's all gonna build in intensity the longer we do this. If you feel like you want this to be heavier, do this with 5-pound weights. If this is going into your neck or shoulders, drop it down with the weight if you can. You can also do this with no weights. 10 seconds. Front, side, front, side. 5 seconds. Hold it to the side on the next one. Flip your palms up, flip your palms down. Flip them up, flip them down. Match my pace. It's slower than you want it to be. And make sure you can see your hands in your peripheral vision. Sure, if you can't, you're gonna go into your shoulders and back. Bring it a little forward. Now speed it up. Flip, 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 flip. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Palms are up. You pulse up, down, pulse. Pulse. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Bring it down. Okay, let's come down to our knees. So bring yourself all the way back. Angle yourself slightly toward me, toward the screen, so you can see me without fully turning your head and neck. Hinge your hips back halfway. Bend your elbows in by your sides. Now extend your arms back, in, back, and in. This replicates a movement we do a lot at Speir Pilates in the studios called single arm press on the reformer. It's one of the most effective exercises I've ever seen in terms of great, pretty quick results. So as you do this, I want you to think about lengthening out from the top of your head, lengthening out from your tailbone, and scooping your abs in and up. 10 seconds, reach and in, back and in. 5 more seconds. Now you kick it back, come in, lift up with your hips, punch the ceiling, bend in, hinge, and kick it back. In, rise up, punch, bend, hinge, and reach. Hinge and reach. So you find your flow here. Up, down, reach. Up, down. 15 seconds. 10 more seconds. Give me 1 more. And bring it down. Okay, let's put one of those weights down. Square your body off. Now bend your elbow in by your side. You're down all the way like a cat-cow style position. Extend your arm back, bend it in. So we go back to what you were just doing. I'm still angling slightly towards you so you can see these lines. 10 seconds, we're going for time. Find your own pace. Find that form connection. 5 more seconds. Keep your arm back straight. Now lower it down towards your knee and lift it up, down, up, tap, lift. Watch you're not arching, watch you're not rounding. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Hold it up on the next one. Let's do little circles. Up and around, around, around. Matching my pace here. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Reversing up and up and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Grab both dumbbells. Turn and face me. All the way up on your knees. Take your weights and stack them. So they're like an X in your hand. Other hand on your waist. Still work the arm you were just working. Reach up, bend in behind your head. Now take that free hand and kind of chop up into the tricep for support. Extend up, bend in. Extend up, bend in. It's slow and controlled. Reach and bend. If this goes into your wrist or your neck, do it with one dumbbell instead. So loading up the weight here, we go for bone density. We're building out that bone and also shocking the muscle into change so it doesn't get too used to the same sort of resistance or weight all the time. 10 seconds, and you better believe I'm watching the clock. 5 more seconds. Bring it down halfway, little pulses up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. And bring it down. Woo! Let's rotate slightly toward the other direction, coming down. So the arm that was just working gets to take a little bit of a break. Set it down all the way flat. Bend the other elbow in, and we start back to those tricep kickbacks. Extend it back, bend in, reach and in. If you feel like you're really lifting up toward it, rise up onto your fingertips and open your chest. Reach and reach. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Extend your arm back. Now lower it down, lift it up, down, up, down. Shoulders are squared off, abs are in, chest is open. 10 seconds. Up and up. 5 seconds. Hold your arm up high. Let's circle it up and up. Circle and circle. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Reverse it up and up and up and up. Final 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep it as high as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, those are always so good. Grab both weights, turn back to face me. Make your X in that working arm. Hand on your hip to start. Reach up, bend in behind your head. Your elbows pointing in. Other hand comes up to connect, and then you extend up, and you bend in. Up and in. 15 seconds of this. Find your own pace. You don't have to match mine at all on this. Again, I want you to keep it in control. Keep it moving. Whatever pace you set for yourself, try not to speed up or slow down. 5 more seconds. Let's bring it down halfway. Now little pulses up, down, pulse and pulse and pulse. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And then you bring it all the way down. Roll it out. Okay, let's take these weights and just set them somewhere nearby because we will come back to them. Lie down. So we worked top, let's work bottom. We'll wrap it all up with abs at the end. So set yourself up facing me on your elbow and forearms. Your chest is lifted. Now take your top leg and bring it forward. Take your bottom leg. I want you to pull it back in line with that bottom hip. Abs are in. Lift your top leg up. Flex that foot. Flex your bottom foot. Lower the shape down and lift it up, down, up, and down. So my legs are staggered just slightly. Top leg is working slightly in front of that bottom bent leg. And I'm leaning a little bit forward into the action. So that way I can keep my abs in and not kind of whip this from my hip or my back. And you're doing full range, whatever that means for you. If you go low and it pulls into your back, don't go quite so low. 15 seconds. Up and down. Now this is endurance. This is like the definition of endurance. So we do a movement. You're going to start to feel that heat. Feel your body changing, strengthening. Take those deep breaths. Stretch your waist out. Open your chest. 5 more seconds. Hold it up on the next one. Little pulses up. 20 seconds. Here we go. Lift and lift and lift. Now, if you don't have ankle weights, do this with a pair of sneakers on, and it's going to add that heat, right? So just a little something makes a big difference in challenging the muscles. Up and down. 5 more seconds. Up and up and up and up. Hold it up high. Now point your toes. Dip your knee down in front of the bottom leg. Turn it out and lift it. So you dance it down, lift, down, lift. Try not to rock your body forward and back. Keep the chest still and just rotate the leg, down and up, down and up. 10 seconds of this. 5 seconds. And then you lower everything down. Now bring yourself into the center of the mat. Come down onto your elbow and forearm. So now we're a little bit more comfortable. If that's too much on the neck, arm goes flat. Take the top leg, extend it out in front of you. Bottom leg is still bent. Now with this top leg, bend it slightly, slide it in towards you. Abs are in, hand in front for balance. Lift it, lower it. Lift it, lower it. So it's not the prettiest movement, but it's very functional. Softening the leg means the joint can't grip and try to do the work for us. It's all outer hip and seat. Lift, lower, up and down. 10 seconds. Up, down, lift and lower. 5 more seconds. On your next one, keep it up high. Point your toes, straighten your leg now, and rotate toes down, toes up, toes down, toes up, toes down, up. Rotate, rotate. It's not crazy big. Down, up, down, up. Give me 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Extend your legs straight back. Keep it long this time. It's totally straight. Abs are in. Little pulses, up and up and up and up. Match my pace. Lift, lift, lift. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, second set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Final set for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, rest. Pilates teachers are such liars. When we say 8 counts, we probably mean like 5 sets of 8. Take your top leg, just telling you right now, bend the top leg, let it rest for a moment, stretch it out. Extend the bottom leg out, flex that foot. Now lift that bottom leg straight up and down, balancing out that outer hip glute with a little bit of inner thigh work. So we get that true strength. Bottom leg is straight. You're pushing and flexing through that heel, right? So none of the bent leg stuff we started with. Up and down, up and down. Again, this is endurance, so you find a pace and you stick with it. I'm dripping sweat right now. 10 seconds, up and up. 5 seconds. Keep it up high, little pulses up and up and up and up. As you do these little pulses, I want you to find your highest point, and every time try to pulse higher, up from that point. 10 more seconds. Lift, 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 lift. 5 seconds. Hold it up high. Now point your toes. Point, flex, point, flex. Keep it as high as you can. 10 seconds. Point, flex, point, flex. 5 seconds. Holding the point, little pulses up and up and up. This time, Pointed toes, lift, 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 lift. Think upper inner thigh doing all this work. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. And then you bring everything down. Okay, push your way up. Quickly grab one of those dumbbells. Spin around onto your hands and knees. Before we do the second side, I just want to bring everything up. We did outer hip, we did inner thigh. Let's do major glute. Take the dumbbell and put it behind your knee. Now, if you change direction, just make a note in your head right now of which knee you're doing, so you make sure to do the other one on the second side. Flex your foot, lift your leg up, square your body off, uncurl your bottom toes. Now lower your knee down, knee to knee, stamp it up and down. The leg that's got the dumbbell, I want you to flex that foot. Bring it down, bring it up, bring it down. Now we've done some pretty extensive donkey kick series together in these workouts before. We're not gonna go super duper crazy with this. I want you to pull your chest open, lengthen out from the top of your head. And as you kick up, just practice not arching or whipping. Up and down, 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Now let's lift all the way up, little stamps up and up and up and up. You're hugging in on that dumbbell. But there is an element of balancing that you have to find, because even though you're hugging it, that dumbbell could fall. So keep your body even weight in both hands. 10 seconds, up and up and up. 5 seconds. Hold it up there. Now little circles around and up. And circle, and circle, and circle. Match my pace on these. Let's do 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. Up, and up, and up, and up. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, hold it up on 1, little stamps, up, 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 up. Pulse, 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 pulse. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. And then bring that down. Woo! Take the dumbbell out, set it back with the other one, and sit back in a child's pose. Heels together, knees apart. Arms out in front of you, and just rock side to side. Roll yourself up. Now rotate your body to face me. Let's do the second side. I'll move my dumbbells out of the way a little bit. So again, we're still facing each other if you've got that option. Lie down on your side. You're propped up on your elbow and forearm. We start with that funkier bent leg series. So top leg comes down in front. Bottom leg slides back. So I want your bottom leg in line with your hip. Top leg is just a few inches in front, staggered. Flex both feet, pull your abs in, lift your top leg up, down, up, and down. So you know what our series is gonna look like now. As soon as we're done with this side, we move on. We don't come back to it. So you just think about lifting your rib cage, opening your chest, and stretching your waist out. One of the things that's so easy to do here is kind of scrunch up and in. That's your hip flexor trying to take over. Make that small outer hip muscle, the glute med, the medius. I want that working. Wrap into it. 10 seconds, up and down. If this gets too much on your shoulder, try to lift out of it. If that's not working, come down to your elbow like we do for the second half. Woo, feeling it already. On your next one, keep it up high. Let's pulse it up, down, lift, and lift your knees pointing down just slightly. 10 seconds. Lift and lift and lift. 5 more seconds. Now hold it there. Point those toes. We go down with the knee, up with the knee. Rotate, dip, and lift. Dip and lift. We dance it down and up, down and up. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Lower it down. Come down onto your elbow and your shoulder. Bring your knees in just slightly and then extend that top leg out in front of you. Take your knee, soften it, hand down, flex your foot. Let's lift it up, down, up, down. Now there's a lot of weight between the ankle weight and your leg pulling you forward. So pull the hip back in opposition. Try to get that leg close in towards your face without compromising your form. So for me, this is where it is today. But play with this every time. See if you can get a little further forward, keeping the hips stacked. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Keep your leg up high, little pulses up and up and up and up. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Hold it up high, point your toes, straighten your leg. Now dip down, up, rotate, rotate. Internal, external rotation, just like a rolling pin with your thigh. Down, up, 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Extend your legs straight back, lengthen it out, keep it high, little pulses. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, reaching out in line with your hip. Second set, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last set of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Punch it out. Okay, take that top leg, give it a little stretch by bending it down in front of you and extend the bottom leg straight out. Flex that foot, hand in front for support. Lift up full range and down, right into it. Lengthening out from the top of your head. Lift, lower, up and down. Bottom leg is straight. Bottom foot is flexed. And I am leaning slightly forward into my front hand to stack my hips on this. 10 seconds of full range. Up, down. 5 seconds. Hold it up high, little pulses. Up, 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 up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Remember, find your highest point, and then every time it's that point and higher. Up, up, up. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Hold it up high. Let's point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Woo! And little pulses up and up and up. You thought it was over. It's not. Lift, lift, lift. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And rest. All right, push your way up. All the way up onto your hands and knees. Now remember which leg you were working before. Grab the dumbbell, put it behind the other knee. Lock it in, hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Flex your foot, let's lift up full range and down. Stamp it up, down, up and down. All the way to the ceiling, knee to knee. Kick, down. So this is a test in balance, it's a test in stability. Press down with the heel of your hands, open your chest, and just focus on the posterior of your body, the hamstring, the glute, that whole back side. That's what's lifting you. Abs are supporting you. On your next one, hold it up high. Little stamps up and up and up and up. 10 seconds. Lift, lift, lift. 5 seconds. Hold it up high and let's circle around and up. And circle, and circle, and circle. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Changing your direction, here we go. Up and up and up. Focus on the lift and stamp and stamp. 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Hold it up high, little stamp, up, 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 up. Pulse to finish, lift, lift, 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And then you bring it down. Whew, take that weight out, bring it with you, and this time lie down on your back. So everything goes down, just keep the dumbbell nearby. You're not gonna use it to start. Arms by your sides. Take your knees in toward your chest, reach up, give them a hug, and rock side to side. Now take one leg, bend it, and put your foot flat on the mat. The other leg extends up toward the ceiling. Abs are in, hips are square. Give me little circles around and around. So you're tracing a little circle on the ceiling with your big toe. After all that leg work here, we're resetting the circulation, flushing everything down. It's really, really good for your body to stimulate the circulation, this work into the hip. Now change your direction, around and up. Little circles around and up, building gentle strength in the hip flexor. 10 seconds, it should feel pretty good as well. 5 seconds, the ankle weight helps to get that hip down into the socket in a great way. Bend in, put your foot down, other leg in, other leg up. Let's do little circles around and up. And up. So your abs are holding this support. Lengthen out from the top of your head. 5 seconds. After this next circle, change the direction around and up. Little circles up and up. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. And bend in. Reach down, grab that dumbbell. Take your knees into your chest. Now be really careful with this. Put the dumbbell between your arches so it's held on by the top piece of that, just like so. Extend your legs up straight. The knees are slightly apart and slightly open. So it's like a really long diamond. Curl your head and chest up, looking at your abdominals, hands behind your head. Lower your chest down and crunch your chest up and lower it down. Crunch it up, lower down. So just getting a little bit of core work in here at the end of your workout. Big curl up, keep the abs in as you lower. Curl it up, down, 10 seconds up, down, up, and down, 5 seconds. Curl your chest up, hold. Now lower your legs down a few inches and zipper back up. Lower down, deepen in and lift back up. 10 seconds, down and up. Lengthen down, scoop in and lift back up. Keep your legs up to the ceiling. Twist your body to one side, but keep your legs squared forward. Now lower your legs to 45 degrees and lift them back up. Lower them down, scoop in and lift back up. Try to match my pace, down and deepen to lift back up. Lower down, and let's lift up for 4 and down. 3 and down. 2 and down. Keep your legs up to the ceiling. Take the opposite hand, reach across your body away from the dumbbell and pulse up. Try to touch your ankle or that ankle weight. Up and down, up and down. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1, hand behind your head. Twist the other way. Lower your legs down to 45 and lift them up for 8. Lower, lift up 7, lower, 6 and down, 5 and down, 4, 3 and down, up 2 and down. Last one, legs up, reach across your body and pulse up, down, up, down. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bend and get the dumbbell and rest for a moment. Shake it out. Okay, let's take the right knee, wrap it across the other leg as high as you can. Then let your knees fall to the left. Take the dumbbell in your hands, put it behind your head. So it's almost like a pillow. Curl your chest up, twist slightly away from your legs. Little crunches up and up. We're crunching up into the oblique, carving out the waistline. Up and up and up. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, second set of 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, third and final set. Going up, down. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Take your legs back, uncross them. Cross the other leg over. Let your knees fall to the right. Take that dumbbell gently behind your head. Curl your head and chest up. Twist slightly away toward the left. Little crunches 8. Up 7. Up 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, go 8, 7. Every time, get a little bit higher. Up, down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, last 8. Up 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Bring it down. Rock it out. Set the dumbbell down to the side. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Curl your head and chest up. Hands behind your head. Extend one leg out to a high diagonal. Tabletop the other leg. Twist toward that leg and hold it there for 4. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Twist. Hold it for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Switch. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Switch. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2. Let's pick up the pace here. You switch and switch and switch and switch. Over, over, over. Even faster. Switch, switch, switch. Keep it small. For 8 counts. 7, switch, 6, switch, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Rock your body up, come seated, roll it out, flip around onto your stomach. Let's get some extension in to finish. Your legs are about hip distance apart. Hands right under your armpits or shoulders. Press up and up and up. Maybe go to straight arms. And lower all the way down. Curl your toes under, push your hands down, lift up into a plank, and shift back into a downward facing dog. Hands down, heels down if you can get them there. Open your chest. Start to pedal through your feet. One heel up, then the other heel up. Alternating lift, press, lift, press. And that should feel pretty good here. Elongating out the Achilles, the arches, the calves. Let's do both heels down. Start to walk your feet in. Deepen that stretch as you walk. Stay down there. Roll up just a few inches to grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Completely relax your jaw, your shoulders, your face. Find yourself back center. Release your arms down. Soften your knees and slowly roll up here in 4 counts. Rolling up in 3 counts. Rolling up in 2 counts. On 1, inhale, reach up to the ceiling. And exhale, open your arms wide, standing tall. And that is it, my friend. You are done with me today. Great job. I'll see you for the next one.